Hello friend, are you really want to become a full stack developer? Full stack developer has a knowledge about the front end technology as well as back end and database technology. So welcome friend, my name is Naval and you are watching Code with Naval. So this course I given the name Zero to Hero because you don't need to any prerequisite technology. So in this course we are using for front end Angular, for a back end we are using a Spring Boot framework, and for a database we will use MySQL. If you heard about the Angular and Spring Boot MySQL full stack developer, you know the very much trending technology Angular and Spring Boot. If you have a knowledge of those technology Angular with Spring Boot, then you will get a better job. Then third thing, what you learn, because you are spending a time, you are watching these 4 or 5 videos and you are spending your hours and hours, and then finally what you learn for this video series. This is a your point. Then in first video you will learn create a Spring Boot project and set up the Spring Boot project. The project setup we will cover in this video. This is our first video. In the second video we will create a REST API. We will create a REST API CRUD operation and we test those CRUD operation. We will perform a testing those API using a Postman. In the third video we will create a Angular project. In Angular project we will install Bootstrap for a better UI. Then we will create a services for accessing a backend API. Then we design a form and then we design a report. Then we perform the CRUD operation. All these operation we completed in the third video. In the fourth video we apply a security. In this only the four video you will get a confidence you are a full stack developer. You can tell anyone I can develop an application using this technology. Okay, so in this first video we have to set up the project. Okay, create a project, create a Spring Boot project using STS project setup. If you don't know about the STS, okay, how to download STS, already I have created a video. I'll provide that video link in a description. Or also if you want to learn a Spring Boot in detail, if you want to learn a Spring Boot mapping, Spring Boot how to write a custom query, okay, all those things, then I have already created video for that also. I'll provide a link in a description. Also I have created one Angular series. Okay, there have around 9 videos. You can watch that video playlist and you get the confidence about the Angular. So let's start our first task to create a project. Okay, here you can see I have a open STS. If you don't know about the STS, then I'll provide a link in a description, video link in a description. You can watch that video, you will get the confidence about the STS. So let's create our Spring Boot application. Here we firstly create a file new, then we click the simply start Spring Boot project. You can see here internally it's initializing the Spring Boot. Okay, in here you can see internally STS also uses Spring Starter IO. Okay, we have to define here our project name. We will simply give the project name Spring Boot project. Okay, we will give simply Spring Boot project. You can give whatever you want, and this is our group name. Okay, this is our package name com.example.demo. I'll keep this package name as it is com.example.demo. Also you can select here type maven. We are creating a maven project, that's why I am selecting here as it is maven project. Also you can change the jar or var, whatever you want to create. You can change also language. We are using here language Java, and here we can change Java version 8, 11 and 16. Okay, we will use a 8. Let's create a project. For create a project I'll click simply next button, and we are using here few dependency. We are using here Lambhook. Okay, first we are using here Spring. For adding a required dependency we simply add dependency from here. We will use a Spring Web. Here we are using a Spring Web. okay, as well as we are using here JPA, Spring Data JPA, and MySQL. Okay, MySQL, then Spring Dev Tools. You can see here Spring Dev Tools. Okay, then finally we use a Lambbook. If you don't know what is a Lambbook, why we use a Lambbook, then you can watch my video. I'll give the video link in the description. Okay, we have added here Spring Data Dev Tools, then Lambbook, then Spring Data JPA, then Spring MySQL driver, then a Spring Web. Let's click the next button and finish. Your project will be ready. Once our Spring Boot application created and all required dependency download, then we have to define configuration detail, database configuration detail, and Hibernate configuration detail. We don't need to create a configuration. However, Spring Boot application handle itself configuration. So we just need to define inside the app.property, inside a resource folder, there has a one file application.properties. We just have to define here our MySQL and Hibernate details. Okay, I already have those details. I'll simply copy and I'll explain those details. I'll simply copy and paste here. Okay, in the first four line, we can see this first four line for a MySQL database connection. You can see in a first line we define the MySQL drivers. In the second line here we define a MySQL path, here localhost 3306 MySQL URL we can say, and this is our database. We can change our database. This is our username and password, MySQL username and password. Then here you can see 11th line number. Here we define a Hibernate delegation. Okay, MySQL delegate. For Hibernate we have to define a delegation. Also DDL auto in a 15th line number. Here you can see, here we define a DDL auto. We can define here create, update, validate, all these kind of things. Also, if you want to run your application in any particular port number, then you can define server.port and that particular port number. Our Spring Boot or any Java application, that default run port number is 8080, but in some cases our 8080 port is engaged. In that case we have to change our port number. Let's create a one database. I'll consider you have already installed MySQL. I am using a Navicat. If you are using any other application, then don't worry, you just want to create their database. I'll simply open this Navicat and I'll create a one new database. Let's create here one database. If you are using any other client application, MySQL client application, then don't worry, just we are using this application for a creator database. Okay, just write here your database name. I'll give spring dash underscore boot underscore project. Okay, you can give any name, whatever you want, just copy this name. Okay, let's create a database. You can see our database is created. Add that database name inside your application.property file. Here you can see here our earlier database name, but now we are created a new database. We are using this spring underscore boot underscore project. Okay, this database name. Let's save this application, run this application. When I run application, suddenly we got the error. You can see here error client plugin auth is required. Why this error is coming, I'll show you. If I open a pom.xml file, you can see here whatever we dependency added during the project creation, all dependency here we added during the project creation: JPA, Spring Starter Web, okay, Spring Boot Starter Web, then Dev Tools, then MySQL connection, as well as Lambbook and Spring Test. Okay, this will be added default. You can see here in a MySQL connection, here scope is the runtime. whenever we define a runtime scope, that means this dependency by default get the latest version. But if we check our MySQL version, it's the old one, it's a 5.1. So and if we check the latest version, it's around 8. If I hover here, and you can see our latest version is a 8.0.25, but we want which version? We want 5.1 version. Okay, here version mismatching, that's why this error is coming. Okay, let's download that particular dependency. For that, go to the Google. Here type simply mvn mvn. Okay, it's not mvn repository. I'll simply type mvn, little bit scroll down, you can see here mvn repository, search, browse and explore. Let's open this and simply type here MySQL. Okay, type here MySQL and hit the enter button. You can see here MySQL dependency. Open this MySQL dependency, click on that. You can see here our latest version will be installed there. If I hover here, you can see 8.0.25. okay, we have to install old one. Which one? 5.1. let's scroll down. If you got this kind of error, that means your MySQL version is old and your dependency is a new. Okay, let's download this one, 5.1.38. I'll simply click this and I'll copy, okay, this one, this code, okay, maven, and go to the project and simply replace this dependency code. Okay, let's copy and paste and Control Shift F, that beautify your code. Save this, wait for a build workspace. Once your project is building, then run this application again and let's verify the error is gone or not. Simply run as Spring Boot app. Okay, let's hit the run. Okay, let's wait. You can see here in this time we not get any error and our application is successfully run on 9090 port number. Okay, in this video we saw how to create a Spring Boot project, how to set up and how to configure with a Databus and Hibernate. If you like this video, then please like, share, subscribe. We will meet in the next video. Bye bye.